Tried to sit down and watch Justice League, but having a baby and doing this stuff, it's a little bit more important. What is up, Finn fans? I'm going to be talking about cap space and these contracts that we've been doing for the past couple days. Late night video for you guys. It's probably going to come out. When am I recording this? It is now 10 o'clock. You'll probably get it about 11 late night. But if you're watching in the morning, good morning. Hope you enjoy this content. I'm making this now because the baby's sleeping. Got to take a shower. I got my dad hair. And by dad hair, I mean, it means I have no time to get a haircut. So this is the hair you get. This little whop here. But yeah. Sat down, got to watch the first half of the Justice League movie, but with the baby, and then I want to make content, eating dinner, all that stuff. I didn't get to finish it, but so far the first half is 1,000 times better than the Josh Whedon version, and it's just so good so far. But we're going to be talking about about the contracts that were signed today. I'm going to kind of do a rundown of the contracts that we've signed, maybe even talk about some of the people that have left and what that could mean. And all that good stuff. But before we jump into that, I always got to shout out my guys at patchvibes.com. Check them out. Great patches. They even have some really awesome pins and some really cool t-shirts. Go over there. Use the promo code DDW. You get yourself 20% off. Also, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter yet, which if you do have a Twitter, be sure to follow me on Twitter. I'm trying my hardest and I'm trying my damnedest to get Chad Johnson on the channel. Yes, Ocho Cinco, that Chad Johnson. So I tweeted at him how many likes, how many retweets will it take to get him on the channel. So far, I've had Richmond Webb twice. I've had Vince Beagle, my guy. I'm trying to also get OJ McDuffie, but I'm trying my hardest to get Chad Johnson on the channel. Chad Ocho Cinco. I want to talk wide receiver with him. I want to talk quarterbacks with him. And I know for a fact it's going to be a very great conversation to have Chad on here. So if you can, go on Twitter and at Chad Johnson, say you need to go on, and then tag me in at DouglieDoWrong's YouTube channel. Let's spam it. Let's get him on this channel. I think it'll be a fantastic, fun time. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get Chad Johnson on the channel. So let's jump into this. Let's jump into this video. So today we signed Will Fuller and we signed center Matt Skura. Skura, S-K-U-R-A. My brain's not working. Dad brain. Will Fuller's contract is probably the biggest contract we've signed all off season. It's a 1 year, $10.6 million contract, 9.6 signing bonus. So it's about a $10 million contract. And Matt's, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name again. The center we picked up 1 year, $2.5 million, $1 million guaranteed, compared to what Ted Karras got with the Patriots, which is a 1 year, $4 million contract. It makes sense why we went after him. Again, his PFF rating isn't as good as Ted Karras's, but like I told you, where he's ranked when it comes to win percentage on pass and blocking, top 10 in the NFL at center. Is it a better pickup? I don't know. On paper, no. Ted Karras is better. Also, Andrews is still out there. Why is Andrews still out there? There's also Austin Ritter is still out there. Why are these guys still out there? But like I said, Will Fuller is the biggest contract we've signed this offseason, a 1 year, $10.6 million contract. And I don't hate the signing. Yes, he's had his injury histories. Yes, he's been suspended a few games because of PEDs. But when he's on the field, there's that conversation, right? If we can just get Devontae Parker to stay on the field, he's dangerous. If we can just get Preston Williams to stay healthy, he's dangerous. When Will Fuller is on the field, he is better than Devontae Parker when he's on the field. Will Fuller is that good. It's just he has to stay on the field. But in a whole, right, looking at all the signings we made so far, right? Robert Foster, I don't know what his contract is. It's a 1 year contract. Vince Beagle, 1 year. I think it's a $1 million contract. Then we brought in Michael Palardy, the punter. It's 1 year, $1.4 million contract. Like I just talked about the center. Justin Coleman, that's a 1 year, $2.7 million contract. Who else do we have here? Jacoby Brissett, 1 year, $5 million, $2.5 million signing bonus. So 1 year, $5 million contract. Adam Butler, that's a 2 year, $2.75 Well, 2 years, $7.5 million. I'm not cutting that out. $7.5 million contract, but his cap hit this year is only 3.75. It's not much. Sathan Carter, the tight end / fullback, 3 years, $7.8 million. This year only costing $2.7 million, only 1.7 guaranteed, and then we can get rid of him. And like I said, Will Fuller. So Doug, where the heck are we sitting at in cap space? Right now we're sitting at $12.4 million in cap space. So if the Dolphins really want to do anything, they're going to have to either restructure some people, which I 100% expect. I expect them to restructure some contracts. I expect them to maybe move some contracts and trades. We all know how Chris Grier loves to do his trades, loves to do his moves. So I do expect that to happen because I do kind of hope they bring in a veteran pass rusher to pair up with Emmanuel Ogbah. And I know a lot of you guys were saying, well, we have Vince Beagle and we have Andrew Van Ginkel. What about them? I'd like to bring in one more guy to help in that situation. But to look at who we lost, right? We lost Devon Gotchow to the Patriots, 2 years, $15 million. He's getting $7.5 million a year. We lost Kyle Van Noy to the Patriots as well, 2 years, $12 million. He's going to get about $6 million a year. And we lost Ryan Fitzpatrick to the Washington football team, 1 year, $10 million. Why am I bringing up those? Those next year are going to work out to be comp picks. I would think the Will Fuller and Fitz move is going to negate each other because we got Will Fuller for $10 million and we lost Fitz for $10 million. But Kyle Van Noy and Gotchow is going to give us comp picks. How high? I don't know. Their contracts aren't too crazy. Probably a fourth, maybe a fifth comp pick. But those are going to give us comp picks. Losing those players are going to... The funny thing is, the Patriots got a comp pick for losing Kyle Van Noy. Now he's just back on the team, so it's kind of funny. But losing those two players, in Devon Gotchow and Kyle Van Noy, are actually going to give us comp picks in the 2022 draft. So that's a thing to look at. But also, like I said, you look at these contracts and you look at the moves the Dolphins made, it's a lot of good, sound bodies, right? A lot of people don't like the center pickup. I wish they would have went after Andrews. I wish they would have went after Hudson. But if you look at the amount of bodies they added and the amount of potential they added and the amount of money they spent, it was smart. They're smart moves. In a whole, they spent $20 million. They spent $20 million this year on about 7 players. No, Doug, no $20 million on 7 players because those all 7 suck. Will Fuller, I think, is going to come in and instantly be a starter. What's going to happen with Matt Skura, I don't know. Also, don't forget the Dolphins traded for Isaiah Wilson, a tackle that if he can just take the off-the-field issues and shove it up his butt, going to be fantastic for us playing. And they also got McKinney, the linebacker. So, those are additions as well that are going to really help this team. And they also ate up some of the cap. I kind of like what they did this offseason. Now, would I have liked them to go for Hudson, make that trade for the center? Yes. Would I have liked them to get, Samuels and not have him go to the Washington football team? Yes. But again, I think they're still going to do more moves. I still think that they're going to restructure contracts, like I said. Who is it going to be? I don't know. Maybe they talk to Byron Jones. Maybe Xavier Howard gets his contract extension. He gets the more money, and they get more cap space this year. Maybe they cut some players. Maybe Jakeem Grant's gone with, Robert Foster coming in and Will Fuller coming in. Maybe Jakeem Grant is now expendable. That adds a couple million onto our cap space, more room to do whatever if we need to do things. I honestly think that there will be restructuring happening. There will be moves happening. Because there's still some players out there that are really good. Like I say, Austin Ritter, David Andrews, if they do decide to move or have Matt Skura be moved to guard or compete at center, there's still really good running backs out there. There was that rumor that the Dolphins were in talks and bringing in Chris Carson. And then right after that rumor was shot down. Leonard Fournette is out there. He's probably going to cost a pretty penny, but there's still a lot of really good players out there that no one's going after because not a lot of people have cap space. And I bet you all of these teams are waiting for 2022 when the cap is probably going to go up by a ton because of new ad revenue, new money coming in. If you guys notice, ABC is doing a flex after week 12 with Monday Night Football, which is good, smart, put more primetime games, more competitive primetime games on there. Ton of money. Ticket sales are going to go up. WrestleMania is allowing people in the stadium to watch WrestleMania this year compared to last year. All these things are going to shoot the the cap space up. And I bet you a lot of teams are like the Colts. The Colts are sitting around doing nothing. They have like 40 million off the top of my dome in cap space. They're sitting around doing nothing. So expect a lot of teams to just, they're sitting back and waiting for the dominoes to fall. Why is Jadeveon Clowney still out there? Like I said, why is Leonard Fournette still out there? Why is David Andrews still out there? Why are these guys sitting around? Why is Juju still out there? I know there's talks of Juju potentially signing with the Jets, and Galladay is still doing his thing where he's, Washington football team came in and the Chicago Bears tried to talk to him to bring him in. Then you got the Bengals and the Giants trying to get Galladay. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of Galladay. He got injured last year, and it's like, I don't know. But a lot of teams are sitting on their hands, not doing much. And then you got teams that are just throwing money at the wall. This offseason is very interesting, and it's different for us Dolphin fans because we're so used to just throwing money at something and hoping it sticks and hoping whatever we bring in, these little plug-and plays, these free agent, acquisitions, can make us better. And they tend to not. But I like what the Dolphins are doing. Would I have preferred maybe one or two splashes? Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you. I prefer, the Will Fuller, and maybe two more Will Fuller type signings, right? It's not breaking the bank, but it's like, all right. When that man's on the field, he's going to help us a lot. Maybe more of those. Maybe two more of those. Say they get Jadeveon Clowney. If they can get Jadeveon Clowney, I'm good. I'm happy. Two splashes with Will Fuller, Jadeveon Clowney. I'm good. I like everything else they did. Let's focus on the draft. Maybe give me one more splash, but I don't know if they can with the cap space they're sitting at with 12.4 million. If I round up 12.5 million. It's very interesting. But comment below. What do you guys think? Honestly, I know a lot of you guys are disappointed. A lot of you guys wanted the big splashy moves. It's a different front office. It's a different mindset. They're doing things differently. Comment below. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of these contracts? What do you think of the Will Fuller contract? What do you think of the Will Fuller signing? Comment below, and I'm going to get to one of you guys' comments of the day. Comment comes from Brandon Watts, and he says, comment of the day. Do you think that being cutthroat with guys like Van Noy and Lawson made players leery of coming to the Dolphins? It's a very good question because, Kyle Van Noy, they gave him a ton of money. He didn't kind of pan. I'm not saying he had a bad year, but he didn't have the year that they expected with the signing that they gave him. And Jack Lawson, he just kind of disappeared. He really didn't do anything compared to Agba. So they moved on from him. So like he's saying, is that making free agents leery of coming here? Because if you don't go to your potential, if you don't play at your potential, you're going to get cut. If they do, then you're not meant to be on this team. And that's plain and simple because a lot of people are like, Tua got benched twice and now there's all the rumors with Deshaun Watson and now there's this and that. Do you think that's going to affect Tua mentally? If it does, then he's not meant to be on this team. Brian Flores does not coddle you. Brian Flores does not care about your I should baby him because if I, push him the wrong way, he's going to shut down. Then you're not a football player. Then you shouldn't be on this team. So, that's just Brian Flores. And that's why I think this coach is different. That's why I like this coach because he owns up to his mistakes. I've said that time and time again. Hey, Kyle Van Noy, we gave him this contract. Didn't work out. We're going to move on. Shaq Lawson, we gave you a nice sized contract. You didn't add up to it. We had, Zeiler or Sealer do better. We had Wilkins do better than you. Ginkle came in. He did better than you. We're going to move on. These guys are cheaper against our cap. We're going to move on. We're going to go in a different direction. It happens in the NFL. I think that also helps players want to come here because we have that winning. We're going to win with what we have. And I'm excited. I'm very excited. And I'm interested to see how this all pans out. Now, like I said to you guys, we'll see how this all goes. I'll give you my final assessment on how I feel the team is, where I feel the team is, whether they got better or worse than last year after the draft. because there's still a lot of time till the draft. And then after the draft, we'll see the pieces they added and how I feel about it. Because last year, looking at that draft, a lot of people thought it sucked. We got about 5 or 6 starters out of it that helped the team get to 10 wins. So we'll see how that all pans out. But Brandon, I hope I answered your question. If you guys want to be part of comment of the day, comment below. Say comment of the day. I type it in, I search, and that's how I find comment of the day. So be sure to comment below. Like I said, late night video. I was sitting around thinking about the cap, and then one of you guys were like, hey, what's our cap space? I said, why don't I make a cap update video? And here you go. So I got a lot of videos planned. I got a lot of prospect videos planned. I have a ton of friends that are really good at breaking down film of prospects of NFL draftees. Reason's one of them. I'm having him on the channel. He's really good at breaking down draft picks and all that guy. So is Ian from Jet Central. I'm going to have him on, help me talk about prospects and all that stuff. It's going to be real fun. But other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button and check out Miami Sports Music. Check out their YouTube channel. Check out the website. I'm part of it. TD's a part of it. They have a ton of different podcasts over there. Solo D, working on that stuff. So be sure to check that out. Other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Like usual, stay classy. Fins up.